peeps.
We should head into the Palace Arcade and see what they have in there. Oh, they're still setting it up. But check it out. Yeah, they're clearly setting it up, so I won't go in there. But they have Palace Arcade shirts, Dragon Slayer, just like in the show. Palace Arcade stuff in the background. Pretty sweet. In Sahara Traders, right outside of the Mummy ride, they have a pretty sweet little Halloween Horror Nights merchandise set up with these cool arcade machines. They don't do anything, but they're pretty cool. And they have like t-shirts on the bottom of them. Cool displays. There's the Palace Arcade. Atari. And it's a little earlier in the morning, but when we come back tonight, this will all be set up. But you can see, Palace Arcade. They're setting it up, this arcade. They're converting it to Stranger Things themed. Stranger Things themed. First thing, if you stop into Voodoo Donuts before you walk into the park, they have special Halloween Horror Nights donuts, and here they are. Stranger Things waffle, the Run donut, and the Vampire donut. This is kind of crazy. The Stay and Scream area is like all of New York. I don't know if I've seen that before. Because basically it stretches from here all the way to the other side of New York. I guess they're expecting very large crowds, and probably better than trying to fit everyone in that one Finnegan's Alley. Peeps, we are here at Halloween Horror Nights 29. They're carting some cars out right now in the Zombieland Scare Zone. Lots of people standing around waiting. We're gonna try to hit some cool houses. It's opening night. We're going to try to hit as much as we can. We're going to bring you along with us. This year we are not here as media, so unfortunately we won't be able to show you inside the houses, but Universal was kind enough to supply some cool pictures from inside the houses. So we're going to show you what we can, and let's do this thing. The horror begins. We're about to hop in the queue for Ghostbusters. We have express passes this year. They actually separated it this year. So on the left side over here is Ghostbusters. On the right side, Stranger Things, depending on which house you want to go to from the Stay and Scream area. Question we always get: can you do Halloween Horror Nights without express? Yes, but I don't recommend it. We love using Express, so we spend more time in houses and scare zones and all that fun stuff, and less time in lines. Especially if you're only going to be here once or twice. They're setting up the Starcourt Mall. Hawkins Heroes, you can get yourself a meatball sub. Ole Amigo. Imperial Panda. So this is the queue for Stranger Things. Like, we're just moving in right now. I guess they haven't let Stranger Things in, but tons and tons of people looking forward to seeing the Stranger Things house. Virtual high five that guy. Yeah. Now they're letting in the Stranger Things house. The mass exodus? Insidious? I don't know. What's the opposite of exodus? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know. This year they have the return of the frozen non-alcoholic drinks. Syrup and waffles, candy corn, $4.99. They both sound pretty horrendous. Rule number 1, cardio. Rule number 32, enjoy the little things. Over here in Monsters Cafe is the return of the Scare Actor dining experience. First house, Ghostbusters. Already at a 90-minute wait. They just opened the queues, and it's already at a 90-minute wait. Wow. Lots of people super excited about Ghostbusters. Clearly we are, because it's going to be our first house of the night. We're so close! I'm so excited. First Halloween Horror Nights house of 2019. So Ghostbusters was incredible. I wouldn't say it's scary, but it doesn't matter. If you are a fan of that movie, that house is incredible. Amazing special effects. It pretty much goes through the story of the first movie. Great actors. Amazing scenes. I mean, I loved that house. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, really well done. A couple of cool Slimers in there. Just so much to look at. Lots of cool Easter eggs. If you are a fan of that movie, you're going to love the house.
Tall guy, he's got like brown hair.
Not yet.
That was my fiance. say I think he might have gotten turned into a zombie.
Oh, is he that guy?
I'm really worried. Are you guys ready? Do you have your weapons with you?
Sure.
Do you?
My hands are my weapons.
No, you're not strong enough. I promise. You've got to have something first. One of our rules is you shouldn't try to be a big tough hero because then you're gonna die.
Oh, well, I don't want to die.
Something like this.
All right.
You know our number one rule? You know what it is?
Cardio?
Yes, you have to be good at that. I'm obviously not because I'm dying. So you guys got to be ready to run, okay?
Okay.
Please find a weapon.
We will.
You're gonna die. All right.
We're going to pass the specialty drinks and beer. We'll see you later. But now we are heading into Rob Zombie Hellbilly Deluxe. I really like that Zombieland zone. Like, lots of good interaction with the actors walking up and talking to you and tons of zombies. That was cool. It is time for Rob Zombie Hellbilly Deluxe. I mean, look at this dude right here. Oh, I mean, it's like torn straight from the album covers. Whoa. So cool looking. And there's like a Rob Zombie back there. And kind of a Sherry Moon zombie there. Whoa. Oh, it's a 666. I thought that was a TV behind her. Right past the Rob Zombie Scare Zone is the Eggo desserts that they had last year. Triple Decker Extravaganza and more. Right here in this store. Here's what they have in here. Triple Decker Extravaganza, Christmas tree cupcakes, HHN pie. Oh, and look. Like cake pops, whoopie pies. That's fun. The specialty drinks and bar, the cup is a Ghostbusters cup. A Blinky Ghostbusters cup. From one demonoid phenomenon to another, House of a Thousand Corpses is up next. Here it is, Captain Spaulding's Museum of Monsters and Madmen. How awesome is this facade? That is amazing. Come get your fried chicken. Another terrific house. It's a tent house. In very few instances does it actually feel like it. I said in our preview video I was worried, actually I said this in For Hauntsman, that I was worried about how much they'd be able to do, given so much of the movie is in all these different places, how much they'd be able to do with a tent house. And I gotta say, they did a heck of a lot. They had the tunnels, they had some outdoor-ish looking stuff, they had Dr. Satan's lair, they had Captain Spaulding's gas station and fried chicken. You walk through the story of the movie, which is kind of like Ghostbusters. It's almost like front to back, the story of the movie. And if you've seen the House of a Thousand Corpses, I think you'll love it. If you haven't, you may be a little lost. Still, they got me. They scared me. I enjoyed it. So one of the team members here just told us that the souvenir cups, like the Ghostbusters one, they're going to change out throughout the event. Apparently there are going to be 4 of them. I guess probably Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, Killer Clowns, and heaps. Next up, we are heading into Depths of Fear. Another awesome facade to this tent house. And here it is. This is where Slaughter Cinema was last year. Just at Depths of Fear. I will say the costumes are kind of ridiculous. Like, it's definitely like a cheesy house. I don't know if that's their intent, but it's a cheesy house. But the set was actually really elaborate. For a tent house, it's like you cannot tell you're in a tent. Just amazing hallways and facades, and just they did a bang-up job on the set design, but the costumes are just not scary. So I'm not going to say I disliked it. It had positives and negatives. Speaking of Nightingales, it's our next house. I am very much looking forward to this house. One, I think the ancient Rome theme is pretty awesome. Two, I really love the Nightingales house at Halloween Horror Nights 21. So I think this is going to be a fun house. I'll let you know in a second. Okay, so Nightingales suffered a little bit of the same as Depths of Fear. I liked it better than Depths of Fear, but I didn't find it particularly scary. The facade work is fantastic for a tent house. Moving props, and it's all very tight quarters. So even though it's like Roman arenas, you're not gonna feel like you're in an arena. In an arena, you're gonna feel kind of like you're under the arena or in the tunnels around the arena or something like that. I liked it. I actually liked the house. I liked seeing the Nightingales return. They look a little bit different than they did at HHN 21. In HHN 21, they had kind of like flat faces and mouths, big eyes. This time, they have like beaks to them. So they redesigned them a little bit this time. I don't know if there's like a story reason behind it or anything like that. But great job on the set design in that house. One of the things I really like about Halloween Horror Nights is that some houses that you didn't enjoy the first night, if you go more than once, it's a completely different experience. Either different cast, or they've learned different things after first night, jitters or things like that. So the experience really does change from time to time. Your favorite house the first time you go through, maybe your least favorite house by the end of the event. They're doing something a little different than the clowns this year. Whoa. Whoa. Over here where the Chainsaw Gang is, you can get your Dufftoberfest. Check this out. They have Ghostbusters popcorn boxes, ghost trap boxes for $6.50. Pretty cool. We're gonna walk through the Vikings Undead Scare Zone. That guy's not part of it, but Groot is. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh, I'm sorry. They scared me so bad I bumped into somebody. Don't be that guy. There's a sight for you. That is super bloody. Oh, and there's some undead Vikings over there. So we're walking through this in the daytime, but if you look through the trees, the lanterns are lit up and the skulls all have green eyes. So when we walk through this here in a little bit at nighttime, I bet you it'll look a lot cooler. check out Surgery Gone Wrong here in Vanity Ball. Oh, look at this dude.
I think you're not seeing the real
And if you're a fan of the Vanity Ball Scare Zone, they have a print in here on sale from Shelby Denham. Whoa. Ah.
A simple show of hands will do. Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, who do you believe will come out on top this season? Show of hands for House Morris.
As the sun goes down, you can kind of start to see the lights in the trees. It's actually, you know, it may not be the same as the jack-o'-lanterns, but it has a very similar effect. Check it out. Is that the Mark of the Thorn from Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers? I think it is. Next up, we're going to take the very long walk to Universal's Classic Monsters house. And here it is, Universal Monsters, one of my most anticipated houses this year. They don't have, like last year, they had the plant house, I don't remember the name, but they had a big school bus out here. Not so much out here today, other than the school projection show. Just leaving Universal Monsters, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was truly awesome. They really did great rooms for each of the classic monsters. Each one gets a little call out. A bunch of cool like little Easter eggs if you're fans of those stories. So it's as good as I wanted it to be. Great facades, great costumes, lots of fun. We are about to walk into Graveyard Games, but first we're going to watch someone cruise through social media and mess with their settings. I don't think they know that this is being broadcast. Interesting. Oh, they're actively messing with it right now, so they clearly know something's going on. It's not intentional. Just got out of Graveyard Games. I thought that house was fantastic. I thought the special effects were fantastic. The facades, the sets, the costumes, super great special effects. Oh, okay, so this thing, that's actually part of the story. So there are characters in the house that you'll see, that dead people that have cell phones, and so this is like their social media feed. And if you stay and read it, it kind of tells you the story of the house. You see people like playing pranks in the graveyard, and they unleash the ghosts, and you see their fate at the end of the house. So there's actually kind of a cool story to the house. Graveyard Games, give it a big thumbs up. Next up, the Insane Clown. Oh, no, it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Oh, okay, well that'll be good too. You know, I really wasn't looking forward to the Killer Clowns house, but there's a surprising amount of stuff in that house, and considering it's a small space, they did it in the Shrek house. They really fit a lot in, and I'm not gonna lie, like I actually like the house. Had a giant killer clown special effect that was really well done. I dug it. Check it out. I think the Lagoon show is going on right now because they're doing like projection mapping on those buildings and playing the Stranger Things music. Yeah, it is going on right now. just went through Yeti, and that house is fantastic. It's fun, it's gory, it's scary. I love the theme with the cabins and the snow, and there's even like some swamp there. I thought that house was a standout of the night for me. Maybe not my number one, but definitely up there. I think I may have saved the best for last. Stranger Things? That house is incredible. Not only is it, I think, the longest house, it certainly felt like the longest house, even though I think they said Ghostbusters was longer. But, oh my god, the special effects, the mind flayer, I mean, it is incredible. The animatronics and the creatures and the puppetry, I mean, far and away, the most impressive house. For a trip to the Anarcade. Whoa, look at this dude. Halloween Horror Nights opening night video this year. We will have a couple more videos. Obviously, we'll have a scare zone video like we always do. We'll have a house rankings video. Tons of stuff coming up. So make sure you hit the like, the notification, the subscribe buttons down below. Please leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought of this video. And we'll see you next time.